How you doing? It's Mobb Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. Greetings from Joplin, Mo. One of my LFSs just moved, kind of exciting, and pretty excited about that whole thing. First day of college football, that's strong, even though there's really no real good games to watch. Yeah, life's good. What's going on in your world? Did 3 videos, 3 over the weekend. It's I know I need to do more. I did 3. I was off for work, doing stuff around the house. Yeah, life's good. Life's good indeed. So, what's going on in your world? I stopped by my new LFS. Hey, Griffin Fish Room, how are you doing? Went to an LFS that just moved to a better location, bigger store. Looked great. I bequeathed upon them some of my mutt guppies. So I'm doing well. I can't complain. Dog's good. I'm good. It's I was invited to a party tonight. So I look forward to going and doing that. I have another fish store I'm bequeathing more fish to. I have a tank, which in the middle of my movement, I didn't realize I sort of mixed up a couple of strains. It's like a big mutt guppy tank. And I don't know, maybe I should sell them. But I'm going to deliver a bunch more off to one of my other LFSs. Good guy. And so that's good. Just a couple of months ago, I removed probably 250 guppies from this tank. And yeah, and I gave these people, they got at least 100. Next guy's going to get at least 100. So I'll have to check out, see how our boy Michael is selling his mutt guppies. What else is going on, gang? I don't know. Yeah, let's see here. What does he have going on? Yeah, life's good. Life is good. Let's see what else is going on in my world. I've been so busy at the office. It's just been so nuts. And we're going into a busy fall. It's a real busy fall. So there you go. Yeah, a real busy fall all the way around, which is nice, but it's good to be busy. It's we'll go from there. Let's see what else is up. Yeah, I just had a bunch of fish food delivered in the last week or so here. Got a bunch from Ken's Fish. I got some of Doug Gray's food. I got, what else did I get? I got some brine shrimp eggs. Yeah, life's good all the way around. It was so hot here, I made the mistake. And if you keep guppies, you'll understand what I'm saying. The secret interdimensional time traveler, Peter Thiel. Yeah, come on out, everybody. Come out and play. I don't know. It's it's like a last couple of weekends of summer. And because once Labor Day hits, football hits, that's my sport of choice, mainly because I can bury myself in sports every year, but I've sort of put for myself Saturday and Sunday from September through January. Can't go wrong. Not pickleball. I have a question for you. Except for TV commercials, do you know anybody who plays pickleball? Anyone? I almost think I need to ask this on my Facebook page. It's it just seems like it's a made up game. And it just seems totally made up. Aliens playing pickleball? Yeah. I think that's makes all the sense in the world. Drew Brees is all in on it. He owns a pickleball team. Yeah. And it would seem to me this whole pickleball thing. Yeah, it's this on my Twitter as well. Yeah, love it. And I don't know if I miss. You see, here's the deal about pickleball. From what I've seen on these TV commercials, where it is always going to go, and when you're dealing with with pickleball, it just seems like a thing in commercials. It just it just seems like a commercials thing to me. Usually for something like some medicine, some weird medicine, so that they give about 30 of a 30-second commercial. 20 seconds is based on how it will murder you. Hey, I'm in my 50s. I take a medicine or two. If it's gonna kill you, that's surely not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. It is not a good sign whatsoever. Lingerie pickleball, you'd watch that? I'm willing to, just say that, I'm willing to give that a shot and go try that out. It's that may be the moment that I've gone and said, you know what? Perhaps that's certainly worthwhile. And so there you go. Let's see what else is going on in the fish room. I don't know, lots of stuff, doing a lot of different work with the fish. I put up a video. I set up a new tank of the California Reds. And Doug, that red is kind of interesting, isn't it? Because it's a darker red. It's not the same sort of bright red that you get with like the Roebuck reds or some of the other red varieties. Yeah, thanks, Doug. Yeah, it's really a deep red. So I'm going to continue working on that. I now have, how many tanks do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 tanks with it right now. So there you go. Can't go wrong with that whatsoever. You know what I've been trying to find now that fall will be here before you know it, and then you have to actually go in and get heat packs. Heat packs, holy crap. I was looking a couple of weeks ago, and I believe I bought like 50 of them a couple of years ago. And I think I paid like $2.25 each. And now I'm looking at them, and I looked a couple of weeks ago. I get the 72-hour ones because I'm in Joplin, Mo, so I'm not necessarily in a place that is set up for real quick shipping. Doug, you're in Philadelphia. It's you're at least near a major airport. Mine, when I ship fish, here's where it goes. Goes an hour away to Springfield. Then it goes on truck up to Kansas City. So it's and I have learned that if I pack up the fish and get it to the post office at 9 a.m., they're sitting there all day. They don't leave until the end of the day. So I basically, stuff that will be shipping off this week. I'll be packing them up 20 minutes before they get to the mail. I mean, I have a good system. I pack them up real quick. I box them, get it going, and they are boxed. They'll hit the post office within 20 minutes of being bagged. So leaving the fish at the post office all day seems silly to me. Now, the only thing is Monday is busy at the office, so I end up having to do that. Yeah, it's just end of the day, baby. I know if I get the fish there about 3, I'm in good shape. And good shape all the way around. It's it's all good stuff. My other little thing going on with the fish is that I've been so you go in, you get all the stuff, you do your water changes, you do all that stuff. And it's just keeping everything in order and everything in place. Work has been busy, has been nuts, but my life has been somewhat complicated because I had a puppy. Finally, we're at a point with her where am I eating dinner with her out of the house? No. Or out of her crate? No. It's a but. Am I going out and doing that? Hey, what's up, my CB? Joe. Hey, welcome. Petroman 1185. There you go. Yeah, so my deal is that I go in with the fish, get all the stuff done, and you go on from there. So my shipping Yeah, it is. I have fish if I get payment. Uh, my rule is if I get payment by midday Sunday, I will ship them out the next day if they bought them online. Um, and if they don't buy if I don't get payment till 2 a.m. or something Monday, they're going out Tuesday. A shooting in Tom's River? Holy capoli. What's going wrong? I understand though, Doug Gray, Tom's River has a wide variety of unblown up ATMs. And the Philadelphia folk have come to realize that. Go out and do that. The one thing, by the way, for those of you who are not from New Jersey, and you'll confirm this, Joe, you tell me if I'm wrong. I lived in Hackensack for 7 years. All of a sudden, there was a story about a town in northern New Jersey that had no idea what it was. And I'm going, oh, I drive through that every day. Seemingly, you drive 5 minutes, you can be in 6 different towns easy. There's a reason why that state is one of the most corrupt in the USA, is that so many little towns. Got back from Costco, bought a ton of steaks. There you go. I'm going to a party tonight. They're doing pulled pork. And again, generally, I don't eat a lot of meat, but go from there. Yet New Jersey is known for its corruption. It just is. And the people of New Jersey are great. I loved my time in New Jersey. My time in New York, Philadelphia is sort of the same vibe, where you have people that absolutely, you have people that they're just really direct. And a lot of times Midwesterners will look at that as being rude. No, they're not rude at all. In fact, if your car breaks down on the New Jersey, turnpike, you'll get as many people helping you as anywhere else in the country. I mean, they will help. And my time in New York, I did learn one lesson. If you go visit New York City, you'll find this out. When it is time to leave for work and everybody's running to the trains, stay out of their way. Just if you're a tourist, go in, eat dinner, go to the bar, have a drink. Do not get in the way of the people trying to leave town. Joe, I'll tell you what, my time in New Jersey, I found the people to be, now the deal was they were very, very direct. And the Midwest, they're not that direct because they don't want to be seen as impolite. But they actually are rude for not being direct. It's by the way, it took me a long time to get the New Yorker out of me. Because I 7 years I was going into New York pretty much every weekday, and frequently I drove in. The company I worked for paid for parking, so I would go in on a regular basis and deal with all the stuff you have to deal with in New York. And one of the funny things, if you are, I used to go out Lincoln Tunnel because that was better. I would usually go in GW Bridge, and I found that leaving GW Bridge was a total nightmare. Well, if you're driving down 10th, getting ready to get on in the Lincoln Tunnel, it's like a 4 lane one-way road. It turns into 6 lanes. You could reach out your window and touch the car next to you. And almost never an accident. It's crazy. It's all good. So let's see what else is with the fish. I don't know. They've just been, multiplying, doing all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. The fish are, they're doing fine. Having, and again, this is a helpful hint, especially with the gups, but I think anybody who has smaller fish, if you need to do brine shrimp hatching, I made a mistake. I thought I had enough and I realized I didn't, and it was too late. Too doggone hot. So temperatures dropped for a week into the 80s. I have never bought from Brine Shrimp Direct. I always have bought from American Brine Shrimp. I should probably try Brine Shrimp Direct. I just have never done it. I just say I did it. And so I picked right where the week was. It was about 90 degrees when they arrived. And so my hatch rate's been really good. So it's been surprisingly good. So there you go. The guppies are all in on that. Here's the other thing about with food stuff, and again, I'll give you my philosophy on this. There are some people. Oh, a shopping center in Toms River. I feed a wide variety of foods that I usually mix together. And the reason is, and I know there's some really good fish keepers. This is not a shot if you are somebody who just believes in using the same one. I have no problem with that. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. It is, I personally believe it's like eating different stuff in your personal diet. You can eat the same types of stuff, but your body is missing out certain enzymes other foods can bring in. Hooper Avenue, Toms River, shooting. Stay away, everybody. Hey, thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate it. So here's the other thing that, I have a wide variety of, I have a flake mix, a wide variety of different flakes. I picked up, it really doesn't have enough protein in it, but I picked up Optima, which the fish really like. I do the Doug Gray high protein food every day. And yeah, so there you go. Yeah, get your sniper rifle out. You never know when something's going to be some moron's going to be showing up looking for trouble. You're fine. No worries. No worries, Joe. We understood what you were saying. I'm drinking some water, Pure Life. I'll have one more Nectar of the Gods this afternoon before I'm going to a party. I'm not going to stay long. So I've been off work for the last several days. And tomorrow morning, I better be on my schedule. And my normal schedules, I wake up at 3:20. I won't get up that early. I'll get up about 4:30. But yeah. Try this stuff called Roar. Excellent low sugar drink. Organic. I'll check that out. Select Pet, what's up? Joe Coffee. The IRS will get them for sure. Absolutely. Hey, I'm good, Select Bet. Good for you. I've been pretty good on the grass, but we've been in a drought here. In fact, we got rain last night for about a half hour. My yard, the dirt, on under my grass is already dry. It's so it's going to be a little warm here. Yeah, it's the other thing, gang, is that with the fish food, doing the live food, there's nothing. And Joe, RCB, I know you're all in on the black worms for the discus. Hey, Doug, have you ever used black worms to feed guppies? Now, obviously not baby guppies, but have you used them on your cories? Just out of a question. Hey, 20 plus pounds. You only eat steak, eggs, chicken, no sugar, no carbs. Just all I want to lose gut right now. I'm in 36 jeans. Excellent. Good for you. Now, tell us your impression of black worms for the guppies. Is there a place that you have gotten them? I've never done it. Oh, blackworm flakes. Yep. Yeah, I picked that up. I actually picked up some beef heart flakes, and which is terrific. I have that in one of my mixes. Yep, blackworms to the guppies as well. I get occasionally. Oh, you get from California black or someplace like that? Okay, I've heard of them, Doug. I've heard of them. I occasionally get the frozen bloodworms. You generally don't live worms to live bearers. The fish tend to get sick. Okay. Up from Eastern Aquatics, a pound of live blackworms every week. I'll tell you what, I did the blackworm or the culture with microworms, elephant worm or banana worms, and they were packed up in oatmeal, which everyone said that's the bad idea. Joe gets sick when he eats live worms as well. And so I go in and occasionally I'll get the frozen cyclops and I'll put one of the little deals in there with I'll go and do one of those in there with uh, with with my brine shrimp. And so I'll put one of those puppies in there. And just to add a little flavor. Cyclops, I like using that occasionally. So there you go. Yeah, it's let's see here. Yeah, it's discus, they're all in. Are the wild discus really picky eaters, Joe? Dual dance, make a little love. Get down tonight, trying that song out in your head now. Thanks. Thanks for that, Doug. Appreciate it. Okay, so here's what time I have to go to this party tonight. All right, so let's see here. Okay, they're eat at 4 or 5. Okay, so that means I need to leave here probably about 3:45. Bring a side dish if you'd like. So that means I guess I have to go pick something up. You don't drink or smoke, but you spoil your discus. Well, you see, there you go. And your fish deserve to be spoiled. They really do. Yes, I am taking my beloved Kia Soul to this party, and I'll show you. It's in the driveway right now. Come on. All right. There it is. Looking out the door. See how I got a notification for something geeky that I go through. What was this one? Oh, Bob Kaler and Chattanooga Ed went to Repticon today in Chattanooga. So there you go. And at the office, I got a voicemail while I was out here, I just noticed, from some feller named Floyd. I don't have a Subaru. I don't have a Subaru. You can never have enough buckets. Just can't. I've got 5 or 6, and I could always go for more. No, unless Doug Gray. No, not George Floyd. Just first name of the feller was Floyd. So long German last name. I have no idea who this person is. And unless at Repticon Chattanooga, they're paying Bob Kaler to show up as Elvis. Could be the case. If you're here, say hi. We love saying hi to you. And yeah, good times. No, not Mayweather or Merriweather. You know, Floyd Mayweather, he's got lots of money. I like him a lot. My boss was a man married to I think a woman. You never know these days, do you? No judgment here. And he drives a Subaru. He got a new car about a year ago. And all of a sudden, he was driving home from work. And all of the electronics went out. Mayweather Schnitzeloff. That may be it. I think it's a German name. And so he limped it over to the Subaru dealer, and they did something that you do with your computers and with your cell phones all the time. Rebooted it. Yeah, they rebooted it. It's great. It's and oh, good. Well, that's by the way, I got an answer on my personal Facebook page from someone about pickleball. As a gal I used to work with, her 75-year-old dad plays it all the time. So apparently it's an older person's game. I wonder if Kaler plays pickleball. And yeah, so apparently it's easier on the joints than tennis. So there you go. You learn something new every day, don't you? Chewy, I saw your videos. Yep, our zoos have changed. Chewy sent me a couple of videos showing me what they used to do at a zoo in St. Louis. With the animals, they basically did like a circus act. Pretty exciting. Yeah, they took them a while to learn how to do that. All right. All right, I'm doing my final pickleball thing here. So whenever you can go out and do a pickleball thing, life is good. Yeah, I've never been anywhere where pickleball is going in. As a kid, especially at outdoor things like I'm going to today, occasionally as a kid I would go and enjoy a wonderful I enjoy a wonderful game of badminton. I love me some badminton. It's badminton is strong. No, you don't argue with an elephant. They're big. Yeah, I hate to tell you this, folks. Other cultures don't look at animals the way that we do. And part of that, uh, kosher dill pickles. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it what they used to do, and this is pre-COVID. Hopefully, they brought it back. And badminton is an excellent sobriety test, probably so. It Yeah, it's karaoke is also an excellent sobriety test. Yeah, so zoos, we've done a heck of a job with them over the last 50 years. It's we really have. We've made it more about the betterment of the animal than instead of the comfort of the people. Even though the people do feel comfortable, it really should be about the animals. I went to the Mexico City Zoo. They actually had some pretty cool exhibits, including a panda. They also had California condors there in a huge enclosure that you could see the condors. They also had, which was frightening, they had a chimp in an enclosure, and apparently this chimpanzee had been real close to getting out. It was sort of an adult male, I'm guessing. Uh, they had at the top of the enclosure, they had electric set up at the top. Apparently, he got out or got pretty dang close to getting out at some point. Chimpanzees aren't that good. It. I will say this, gang. The scimitar onyx or oryx, uh, which just till recently they've begun to release them in the wild again in Africa and the Middle East. Uh, that beast would probably be completely close to being extinct if it wasn't for game farms in Texas. They the ranchers have kept it. They've kept a wide variety of them on their property. And yeah, some of them get hunted, some of them get culled. But in the wild, that's what happens as well. So there you go. Yeah, I agree with that, Doug Gray. Conservation program for the Victoria's Secret models pre-woke times. Jan Law Monkey, lurking away. All good in the hood. All good in the hood indeed. Yeah, it's by the way, if you're at a party and they have the karaoke going, you know that if there's a feller who gets up and belts out the old Helen Reddy hit, I Am Woman, fighting chance he's drunk as hell. It's you can pretty much know that. A little helpful hint. Little helpful hint for those that are going through there. Yeah, Doug's video showing the Roebuck Reds look absolutely fantastic. You're right, Chandlaw Monkey. Yeah, they are. They are chewy, but they're quote unquote. They're not allowing them to reproduce. So your karaoke go-to is "Feel Like a Woman." Yep. How drunk do you have to be, Joe, to pop that one? I go, yeah, I want to sing that one. But by the way, we live in woke times. If you feel yourself a pretty lady, more power to you. Stunning brave. I don't want to come across as, not understanding. Okay, all right, Joe. It's all right. Didn't want. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings here. I'm wearing my Tiger King T-shirt. Need to get some new T-shirts. Got an Oak Island T-shirt. I got my Ancient Aliens T-shirt. Very disappointed, by the way, my Ancient Aliens T-shirt. It's I got it about less than a year ago, and let me tell you something. It was uh yeah, it's wearing out already. I got my Norm Macdonald T-shirt after his passing, one of my favorite comedians of all time. Alien Apocalypse. Yeah, you see, I'd get one of those. No, you cannot release orcas back into the wild. Doesn't work. They have to learn how to hunt. They also have to learn how to get along with other orcas and be accepted into another pod. And those pods, the other thing that's kind of interesting about orcas is that the different pods, they speak almost different languages. So there you go. Now, yeah, I've done the inside out thing. Here's a shirt. I got this as that show was happening because, like a lot of us, I was locked at home, not be able to do anything. That was as COVID kicked in. This thing, I will tell you, uh, best $10 I spent on a t-shirt. That was $10, including the mailing off of eBay. I think I spent $22 for my Ancient Aliens shirt, and it's falling apart. My Norm McDonald t-shirt, I got that right after he passed away, so about a year ago. It's great. So there you go. Yeah, Chewy, I know some about it. I know they're still finding DDT in the fats of our whales and our seals. Even though DDT is really not being used anywhere in the world, it still has an effect, and there are other pollutants showing up. Your David Childress show is still going strong, but you really have to wonder. By the way, I woke up in the middle of the night. I had a headache, so I had to take a couple of Tylenols. I turned on the Science Channel, and lo and behold, who's on there? David Childress talking about the Ark of the Covenant. Not only is he an expert in the aliens, which he is, he's an expert in the Ark of the Covenant. Who knew? And if you don't know who David Childress is, gang, he's the guy on Ancient Aliens, not the guy with the crazy hair. He's the guy who says all the crazy crap. If you watch that show, here's the secret of Ancient Aliens, if you haven't watched it. The premise is pretty good. The longer the episode goes without you watching, without David Childress showing up. If David Childress shows up in the first, minute, it's completely nuts. He has not changed. Melvin, what's up, buddy? By the way, I put out an Aqua bid and a Get Gills videos here in the last 24 hours. I sell a lot of fish off of Get Gills. It's it works relatively well for me. By the way, the new Billy Idol single, it's pretty good. I added it to my favorites. And it's called Cage, and it's great. It's it has that same feel, but it's also modern enough. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, these bands that have been around, musicians been around for a long time, and I got a note from somebody who bought some fish from me. And so there you go. Yeah, pickleball. It's a thing. It's not about Nick Cage. Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought DDT was no longer used. Okay, DDT use in Africa today. Okay, there are still 10 countries using DDT. And the WHO, the World Health Organization, the people that did so well with the COVID, they still say in those countries that it's good to use the DDT. So there you go. Can't go wrong at all. Can't go wrong with that whatsoever. So I checked these people that invited me to this thing. They want me to bring a side. So I'm going to go swing by Walmart and pick up like coleslaw or something. It's already pre-made and ready to go. Can't go wrong by going to a party and bringing some coleslaw. That's what I've learned. It's it's okay. It's all right, Jan. We got it. Yeah, driving and texting probably not a good idea at the same time. Just a helpful hint. I hate to mansplain this. Yeah, you know what? A big thing of duckweed. Throw a little bit of that. Bring on something delicious to eat with it. Yeah, it was the diamond cutter. No, DDT was another one. There was a wrestler that had the DDT finishing move, and let's see what that was. Who did that one? Jake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts, who for a long time had lived with Diamond Dallas Page. His finisher was the DDT. There you go. I'm watching probably one of the only college football games to watch today. Talk about a stinker opening weekend. Nebraska Northwestern. Holy capoly. The Big Red Machine has not been the Big Red Machine, 25 years? So, Doug Gray, I vindicated you from that challenge from our buddy in Pittsburgh, Melvin. So there you go. The RKO is the style of the DDT. Yeah, there you go. Going to Memphis, Mississippi State next week. See your daughter at halftime. Nice. She like a majorette or a cheerleader or something, Chan? Yeah, Kane, I think, is the mayor of Chattanooga. I think he could be a member of the Fish Mafia. Let's see here. Let's see. Is all right, let's see where he became mayor. Oh, Knox County, Knoxville. And yeah, so he's not in Chattanooga for our Chattanooga Mafia guys. Oh, the clarinet is in the band. Excellent. Congratulations. That's very cool. Very cool indeed. All right, gang, we've been here just about an hour. I've got to take Maggie for a walk and do a couple of quick things here. Thank you very much, and we will do this again next week. Hasta la vista.